Could a housing recovery possibly be underway? As buyers returned, mortgage rates dropped by 30 basis points in March. February witnessed the highest monthly percentage increase in house sales since July 2020, and the first year-over-year drop in home prices in over 11 years. Economists disagree on how much home prices will fall this year. Housing supply is one issue. Recent home buyers at record low borrowing rates are sticking. Tight availability is keeping prices high, making it difficult for first-time homebuyers to purchase. Home prices are still high, but not as high as in early 2022. However, mortgage rates will likely determine 2023 home price declines. April 2023 housing forecast. As spring home buying season approaches, housing specialists watch the economy, which is being pushed in many directions by rising inflation, sharp interest rates, geopolitical uncertainty, and recession concerns. Some encouraging tendencies are emerging. According to the National Association of Realtors, the median existing home sales price fell 0.2% to $363,000 in February from a year earlier. This concludes a record 131 consecutive months of year-over-year growth. NAR reported that existing home sales rose 14.5% from January to February, reversing a 12-month decline, but were still down 22.6% from a year earlier. According to preliminary figures from the Census Bureau and U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development, housing starts jumped 9.8% in February, providing much-needed inventory. Mortgage rates fluctuate. After a year-to-date peak in early March, rates dipped for 5 weeks before rising for the week ending April 20th. Despite the latest surge, recent rate cuts appear to be attracting some customers. Even as home price growth slows and sales transactions rise, some analysts remain cautiously confident the housing market is recovering. Prices need to drop more and across more markets before a general revival can occur, said Navy Federal Credit Union corporate economist Robert Frick in an email. April 2023, housing inventory forecast. Since 2008, low housing inventory has been a problem. It won't rebound in 2023. Compared to earlier downturns, housing supply is around historic lows, supporting higher home prices. Declining rates have brought borrowers back to the market, but as the spring home buying season gets underway, low inventory remains a key challenge for prospective buyers, said Freddie Mac chief economist Sam Cater in a press statement. NAR reports a 2.6-month supply of unsold inventory, up from 1.7 months a year earlier. Inventory levels are still at historic lows, stated NAR chief economist Lawrence Yun in a study. Thus, many houses are receiving numerous bids. Industry analysts are pessimistic about inventory normalization based on this and other data. Rick Sharga, Senior Vice President of Market Intelligence at Atom Data, expects limited inventory to plague the housing market in 2023. Sharga thinks an influx of properties is unlikely because 70% of homeowners have a mortgage rate of 4% or less. Housing starts forecast, 2023. Meanwhile, home building signs remain positive. According to the U.S. Census Bureau and HUD, February single-family construction starts surged 9.8%, and building permit applications rose 13.8% after 5 consecutive months of losses. Builder Outlook statistics also showed optimism. Builder sentiment improved 2 points to 44 in the latest NAHB Wells Fargo Housing Market Index. After 12 straight falls, this is the third month-over-month rise. Even again, builder confidence is still low. 50 or higher suggests more builders expect positive circumstances ahead. So further consecutive upticks are needed before new building recovers. The Fed's federal funds rate rises aren't helping either. At a semi-annual Senate Banking Committee hearing, Federal Reserve Chair Jerome Powell addressed the Fed's aggressive monetary tightening to control inflation. Powell told Senator Raphael Warnock that boosting the central bank interest rate raises borrowing costs for housing developers and suppliers. He also admitted that high fixed mortgage rates deter low-rate homeowners from selling. These factors strain inventories. The bottom line is that there really isn't a likely scenario that leads to inventory levels approaching historically normal numbers in 2023, adds Sharga. Will there be a housing market crash? Many analysts expect the housing market will adjust itself from the double-digit percentage gains in home prices over the previous few years due to the continued inventory shortage. Home prices will be steady in most parts of the country, with a minor change in the national median home price, Yun added. Some housing market analysts expect sales and price increases in places where home prices have stayed affordable, relative to median income. Sharga estimates a 5% countrywide reduction. Some markets will likely see prices rise. Yoon agrees, saying that lower-priced places would witness price hikes, while higher-priced ones will see price decreases. Most homeowners now have positive equity in their houses, according to experts. Housing market crashes are unlikely. Homeowner equity is at its highest level in several decades, so homeowners have a lot of value in their home, says Zillow analyst Nicole Bachod. In a housing market crisis, home prices and sales drop 20% to 30%, much more than what's occurring now. Another collapse sign missing is a rise in foreclosures. Sharga believes the market will calm, not crash. 2023. Will there be more foreclosures? After the COVID-19 foreclosure moratorium expired in September 2021, foreclosures rose steadily but remained below pre-pandemic levels. According to Adam Data's year-end 2022 U.S. foreclosure market report, foreclosures dropped 34% from 2019. Sharga noted that government and mortgage industry actions during the epidemic, along with a healthy economy, prevented millions of avoidable foreclosures. February 2023 foreclosures were 18% more than a year earlier and 3% lower than January. Unlike the 2008 housing crisis, many homeowners, including those struggling to make payments, have seen their house prices rise. They're not underwater, owing more than the house is worth, because they have equity. Sharga stated that foreclosure debtors are refinancing or selling their houses to profit from their equity. Sharga believes this tendency will continue in 2023. Should I buy a house in 2023? Any market's home purchase is personal. Before buying a property, most people should be financially stable. Use a mortgage calculator to determine your monthly housing expenditures. Predicting this year's housing market is risky. Neda Nawab, Compass's U.S. region president, warns that buyers waiting for cheaper pricing may be disappointed. Nawab predicts housing prices in the hotter areas of the previous several years will drop, but not nationwide like after the 2008 financial crisis. Experts advise buying a property within your budget and needs rather than waiting for decreasing pricing. If a property you love in a location you love fits your budget, it may be appropriate for you. If you make too many compromises to acquire a property, you may develop buyer's remorse and sell it. Advice for today's housing market. Be flexible, since prices may still be too high in the location you wish to buy a property. If you desperately want a house and can work remotely or switch jobs, moving to lower-priced housing markets is a good idea, adds Frick. Millions of Americans have. Review your finances, gather documentation, shop various lenders, and improve your credit score in advance, so you can act quickly in a tight market when you locate your ideal house. Only the best prepared, with their financing lined up, a solid understanding of what they can afford, and constant checking of prices and listings will succeed in today's highly competitive market, adds Frick. Know your monthly payment, including taxes, and how it fits into your budget. Today's housing market selling tips. For a successful sale, locate a local, highly regarded listing agent. A skilled agent will help you price your house competitively and handle buyer inquiries and offers. Rita Tayanaka, owner of Costa Canyon Brokerage in Orange County, California, warns sellers who expect 2021 pricing about the large number of properties dropping out of escrow recently. Everyone thinks their house is special, she says. Even when the market is still in your favor, you should display your house in the best light. But a little sweat equity may go a long way. Declutter, organize, and clean first. Even if your property is antiquated, a tidy room lets buyers see its potential.
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to click the like button. Subscribe and click the notification button if you want more daily updates on building wealth, personal finance, and achieving financial independence. And remember, the world is yours.